Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Schmidtzle. Today we're playing Gnomoria episode 2. I actually figured out how to make stockpiles, so it didn't take me too long. I just didn't want to do it on camera because it was confusing me. I'm sorry that I'm an idiot. Basically is what's going on. So we want to get these areas cleaned out so we can start placing stuff and really getting our empire to grow here. Our empire or kingdom. It's not the Empire Strikes Back or anything. Basically, we have a bunch of people idle, and we don't want that. We need to keep foraging. We need to do a lot of things. But first of all, we need to get a constructive room together. That is our storage room that's just not put together at all. And we'll start making the place look pretty and everything, and really just make a kingdom that actually doesn't look like dirt. Is the goal right now. Because, wow, we are a dirty civilization. This isn't civilization, though, is it? We're a dirty people. We're just gnomes. Nobody likes gnomes anyways. That's probably racist. Is it? I don't know. I don't know what people think about gnomes. I think they're wonderful people, actually. They're very intelligent people. They're short. Look at them. They're just going at the work right there. Man, they're crazy. Look at them. We got, who do we have? We have... I don't know how to pronounce that. We have Wei. We have Z. I'm saying this as if I'm Chinese or something. I'm sure that's not even how you pronounce their names. That stockpile needs to go away, but we'll keep it there just because right now we're just getting all the dirt over there, and they'll go down there too and get all the dirt, which sucks, but that's fine. Let them go down there and do it. We need to get our stuff going. So how we're going to do this, basically... What we need to build right now is a workshop, so we're going to build a workshop. We're going to build a crude workbench, and it's going to lay right there. That's where our crude workbench is going to be. There's loud cars going by. The world's ecstatic. Everything's going crazy. And how much of this stuff do we? We only need one of these things? One of each? Okay, so we can't build it. The crude workbench is how we get started on everything else. So we need to get that workbench really going. Can we up the priority of this? Okay, someone's building it. Okay, we're good. They'll go down there, collect all the stone. Maybe we should... Well, we don't want to designate too many areas because right now the idea is to basically get as many stuff pumping out as we can. So right now... What is this? We don't want to be crafting too many planks, right? So what we want to build next is storage units. So how do we make crates? I want to make crates. That's my goal right now. I don't really know how to though. And so we're going to try and figure this out. So what would we need to do to make crates? I'd imagine a better workbench maybe. So possibly we should start... Okay, we're going to make some planks. So we're going to craft about... How many is that? 6. We're going to craft 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 planks? That might be more than 10. I just counted that like... My vision's not the best, so I can't really see well. Until I get my glasses, and I'm getting my glasses soon. I'm excited. So we're going to wait till then to really start actually caring about what we're saying when it comes to counting. Because counting is a very elementary skill to have, and apparently I don't have it. Or I haven't developed that skill very much. So we're going to also make a stockpile for... what do we want to designate an area? Stockpile... And what type of... How do we change the stockpiles? How do we change the stockpiles? I already forgot. We're just going to make a stockpile right here. And it's going to be the best stockpile. Oh, that's it. Asked us as soon as we make it. Wow, I'm a fool. Anyways, stone is what we want there. We want all our stone up here because we need to start making stuff. And stone is very important when it comes to making stuff. So... What did I just tell you to do? You should be... Okay, first of all... What? Oh my god. This game, I forgot how to do stuff already. So what am I trying to do? I want to go back into the menu where I could, oh. That's how we do it. Okay, so we want to create a chair. Craft a chair. Craft a workbench. I don't know what a chisel is, but we'll craft a chisel. We're going to craft everything. In fact, what we need to do is your priority is number 1. So, yeah. Priority numero uno. So, oh yeah, we also need to be paying attention to our food and drink supply. Right now, our drink supply is kind of low. I don't know how to get drinks up, to be honest. I believe we change our berries into sodas and stuff, and we start getting our people fat. I think that's the idea of it, maybe. Yeah, that's definitely, we're just trying to get our people fat. So, what we want to also start doing is, besides getting our people to organize everything for us, is we need to get them to start doing some agriculture type of stuff, like take clippings from trees. We really need to just take clippings from all these trees. Oh, there's a different kind of wood over there. So yeah, take clippings from all these trees and really just start getting that as a type of, your priority needs to be high or lower, right? Is priority number 5 like the best? I feel like that's the lowest priority. And then, yeah, everything's going well. We're just trying to put together a civilization that's actually functional. Right now, we actually have sort of a base type of thing. They don't have any beds or anything. We're gonna have to get that resolved pretty quickly. We need to start building houses. Man, there's a lot that needs to be going on in this game right now. Basically, we're gonna get as many clippings for the stuff. Start getting to where we can basically replant these trees and start getting more trees farmed for our people, because our people deserve more than ordinary, is what I'm trying to say to you. Because right now, we are just a simple gnome people that don't have a village or anything. Gnomes that don't have villages suck. We're gonna be like dwarves though. We're gonna live in the mountains. The kings are gonna live in the mountains. And then the people are gonna live in a village. So the king's gonna be secretly a dwarf. That's the idea of it. So whoever we designate as our king, he is secretly a dwarf. And oh, we can right click on things and, okay, so that's actually a better type of HUD to where we can, okay, never mind. I actually know what I'm doing now. Who wouldn't know? Oh, and if we right click on stuff, hey, I'm actually figuring that if you use the other mouse button that you can actually do different stuff with it. Who would have known? I would have never guessed that in my entire lifetime. We're going to speed this up a little because it's going a little slow. And I don't want to bore the crap out of you guys while you watch these guys just, that guy's sleeping on the job, literally. What a jerk. He fell asleep on the floor. They're all just falling asleep on the floor. And I just don't appreciate when people sit there and waste my time with their stuff. And okay, we want to plant trees like crazy here. This will be our 9x4 or 10x4 tree farm. And then we'll also, we're going to start chopping down these because this wood is much fancier than what we have for everything else. So this is how, wow. This is the type of wood we're going to use in our kingdom because it's a much more refined wood instead of just being the boring old dark wood. It's kind of lighter, it's richer, and it makes us seem like we're more important. So we're going to so I'm getting used to the fell trees option. Like, I'm not used to referring to chopping down trees as felling trees. I should be, because I believe that might be the correct way to grammatically say it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about cutting down trees, if you can't tell already. So, yeah, that sucks. Oh, well. So, what are we going to do in this video? Right now, we're just trying to get those logs cut. What we really want to do is get more population. We'll try that, but right now we need to build a sustainable living and start arming our civilians, because I don't know how soon the people start attacking us, but I'd imagine pretty soon. Everybody's sleeping, everybody's having a good time, and we're just enjoying our lives. Watch this kingdom fail miserably. That's probably going to happen. What's our kingdom called again? Oh yeah, the Lustful Schmidt. I feel like now, looking back on that, maybe that wasn't the best name for my kingdom. So it sounds like a gay bar. Yeah. Anyways, that's essentially what's going on. Is our there's a dwarf amongst our gnomes, and he will become king, and he will live in the mountains and be guarded. And secretly, the dwarves, it's going to be like the Illuminati of Gnomoria. Basically, the dwarves are secretly ruling over everything. And nobody really knows it, but because they all look the same. And that might be a little racist to gnomes, and I apologize, gnomes, if dwarves look like you, but you're about the same height in this game, probably. I don't know. Maybe dwarves in World of Warcraft are taller, but maybe not in general. Who knows? Like, sometimes gnomes are literally an inch tall. It depends on your interpretation on what a gnome is. And maybe I don't know what a gnome actually is. Maybe I haven't gone to the library and just researched what a gnome is. Maybe that might be my fault. Your priority should be number 1, right? I think the person's still working. Yeah, they're still working. Okay, so first of all, we're going to pause this. We're going to look at our population. You're the woodcutter. You're farmer, so I think you're planting the trees. You're miners. We're going to turn you into a new profession. We're going to make a new profession. It's going to be called crafter. And basically what the crafter is going to do is he's going to craft everything that I've ever wanted. So what's under miscellaneous? Hauling. You're not going to do any of this stuff. This music's really like calming. It reminds me of the game Utopia on the SNES. Basically, that game had like a very similar synthesizer, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I'm hearing it. And wood carving. I feel those are your two. And then what you're going to be, did we save it? I believe it's saved automatically. So you are going to be the crafter, Z. So that is your job for now on. Is that Z? Who is this person? Z the crafter. Yes, Z, you have accomplished much in your lifetime. Everybody's looking at you. You're like on the scale of jobs and society levels, the crafter is at the top of the pyramid right now. He's accomplishing everything. He's putting the society's technology forward. We're allowing to get more tools and everything, and that is what he will be known for, is the crafting of everything. Z the crafter. Until one day he dies, and then we all cry and we hold a huge funeral because the pyramid is collapsing, and all of a sudden society seems like it's awful, and we hit a depression, and then the goblins invade and we all die. That's what's going to happen, but the dwarf is going to stop it. That's what the dwarf's for. Dwarfs are smarter than gnomes. They know how to actually keep a society together. That's an insane story, but keep in mind, we're going to keep that idea that the dwarves are taking over this civilization. There's going to be a story behind it. I'm going to write a novel on it. You're going to be impressed, and we're really just going to have a fun time with the dwarves taking over our societies. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. That's what's going to happen, and you're going to be very, like, impressed/depressed. So, I'm sorry, once again. I keep saying I'm sorry. I'm Canadian all of a sudden. All of a sudden, I appear to feel I need to apologize for everything, and I'm sorry about that, too. See, it's an endless cycle of apologizing. I'm not saying that's what Canadians do, but it was funny. You're supposed to laugh at it. You're not supposed to sit there and look at me like I'm an idiot. Or are you? I don't know. Maybe you are. Hey, Z, the crafter, why don't you hurry the fuck up? Okay, I'm going to pause the game again. We're going to look at Z. You're going to get better at carpentry. Even though he's not the best right now, he probably isn't he's good at armor crafting. See? He's going to be doing this stuff. He'll get good. Trust me, he has to, or he'll die. We'll literally kill him off. The dwarf king will order him to his throne, and we'll just cut his throat off, or his head off right there. And then we'll put his head outside and make a monument and say, the goblins did it. The goblins did this. Look at, this is why we hate the goblins. Basically, we're creating a government system where we try and manipulate our citizens when we murder our own citizens and make them think that the government's out to get them, or the government's not out to get them, that the goblins are out to get them. But secretly, the stoners are all smoking their pot in the underground mines because nobody ever goes down there. And then they're talking about conspiracy theories where the king is secretly a dwarf and he's actually just killing everyone. That's hilarious. You know it's hilarious. And Z fell asleep. Of course you did. You can't ever get anything accomplished with your life, can you? I really need to know how to create storage units, like a crate. I would like to make a crate, but I can't make a crate. I think we need the next level workbench. So until then, we're screwed. Right now, everything's on kind of autopilot. I guess I should be getting my miners to do something. Let's look at our population. Who's idle and who's sleeping? Nobody's deceased yet. That's good. You're idle, so the builders are idle and the miners are idle. So basically, we want to get the miners mining because stone's very important when it comes to trying to accomplish collecting resources. Right now, resources are very important to our whole idea of basically trying to build a society that is very economically rich and has a grip on what's going on. So we'll make a 3x10 that way. Oh, and there's some... I've never seen some of these ores before, so this is interesting to come across this stuff. And then what we'll do is we'll make a hallway that way. The miners will get to work and they'll do their jobs pretty well. I mean, that's what they're kind of designed to do. We're going to cancel that job. Cancel job. I guess that doesn't really work. Yeah, it works better. So we want to make sure our population isn't doing nothing because we really need our people working as much as possible. So when we see nobody, okay, so we have our miners still idling for some reason. You're crafting items, you're planting trees. What the miners will be doing stuff. The builders will be doing stuff in the future. We don't have to really worry about the builders. Maybe I should have the builders really. Here's what I need to do. I need to make the profession of the builder. Sorry, I keep knocking the microphone around. Make the profession of the builder really kind of do more. I guess they really can't. It's fine. We won't worry about it for now, but if it's a problem in the future when we have a bigger population and we don't want people just standing around, we'll definitely, I mean, right now we should really organize it better, but right now they're doing just fine. Maybe the builders should also be cutting down trees. And I actually think that is a fair evaluation of what their job should be because they also need to be good at harvesting the resources that they're creating. So maybe they should also be miners, but right now we want our builders to be good at cutting down trees too. So anything involved with, you're going to be a woodcutter as well. And now the builders will actually come to use in the way of they'll cut down trees, even though we already have a bunch of wood kind of just laying around. So right now what we need to do is basically create another stockpile of sorts everywhere. Basically, where is the designate area? Stockpile. We'll make a stockpile of goods and wood. There's going to be a lot of wood on that pile. And there we go. And the builders will start doing more. And everything's going to start flying more efficiently. And everybody's going to be happy with each other. And really starting to come across everything as at a much better pace. What are the miners doing with their lives right now? They're stocking items. Shouldn't the miners okay, can we change the priority of what they're doing? I think I told the miners not to mine anymore. Which is hilarious because they need to be mining. Yeah, you guys need to be mining, bros. Sorry if I changed who you are, but I mean, miners kind of are self-evident in what they describe themselves as being. They mine things, obviously, or mine stuff like ore and stone. Who would have known that a miner actually had all those skills? I would have known that because that's what a miner does. God, you people are so inconsiderate of what miners are about. They're about love and hate and all those crazy ideas that we just can't seem to grasp upon. So the miners will mine out that area, and that's good because we're getting a lot of stone. We're also discovering this ore, which is cool. What is this ore? Coal. We're finding coal. What is that ore, though? Copper ore. We're finding copper already, which is good for our basically armor that we'll be crafting, and we'll be getting better tools. In the future, I believe copper is better than the tool, or the same tool that they have now, and better than the stone that we could be making it out of. Iron, obviously, would be better than copper, in my opinion, in how a game should be evaluated. So hopefully that's the case in this situation. Maybe it won't be, maybe it will be. We'll see. And basically, he's sleeping, and everything's going well. Everything's just amazing. Our people are actually thriving as an economic. We're running low on drinks, though, so that's kind of a problem. So I want to thank you for watching. This has been an amazing episode so far, or amazing series so far. We really picked up the commentary there, and that's good. I'm starting to get more comfortable with this game and how it flows. So I want to thank you for watching again. Keep on supporting that Let's Play community, and show your support with the series with a like or something. You don't really have to, but it's much appreciated when I can be supported and actually understand that people are liking what I'm doing. Anyways, I want to thank you again for watching, and peace out!